Well, hello and welcome back to A Shared Pathway. Now, I know it's been a little while between drinks, but I'm back now. I've had a fair bit of loss in my life. And then I got into a shitty job, so I didn't have to think about it. Anyway, that shitty job's gone, and I'm pretty good with the grieving, so let's have a reading, shall we? I'm just going to do a collective reading to begin with, in case I'm a little rusty. Now, all these card decks of my own, I've actually created some beautiful ones, and when I'm financial, I will get them printed because they're gorgeous. Anyway, I've missed you all so much. Okay, let's see what supplement you need. Ooh, we got 3 already. Epsom salts. So maybe you need a bath. Maybe you need a bit of magnesium, muscle cramps, anything like that. Or just to relax, because there's nothing like a nice bath with Epsom salts in it. Helps you relax. Purified water. Again, a little bit of hydration, a bit of flushing things out, detoxifying, cleansing. Also helps to plump up your skin, makes you look radiant and gorgeous. And this makes you look radiant and gorgeous as well. Chocolate, yes. Now, interesting fact, chocolate has magnesium in it as well. So maybe you need a bit of magnesium in your life. Not just good for muscle cramps, also good for your heart, good for it assists just about every function in the body. Rightio, but not a doctor, can't give you medical advice, but facts. Okay, peace of mind cards. Let's see, what have we got? By the way, I have a couple of new decks here as well, and they're kind of cute. There's a card flipped over here. I'm just going to put that back, and let's see what we get. Okay, all right, let's see. There are a couple flipped over, I think. Oh, here we go. Skype a friend. Now, I know not everybody Skypes friends anymore. I have changed it to call a friend. But is there someone that you need to talk to, you'd like to talk to, that you miss? It's not a bad idea. Give them a call. They might just be missing you as much as you're missing them. All right, health and wellbeing cards. Let's see. What would you like the collective to know? What do they need? Oh, get a facial. Don't mind if we do. See, between a relaxing bath, having a bit of a detox, bit of chocolate, chatting to your friend, getting a facial. Wow, sounds like you might need to relax. Or you're due for a bit of downtime, which is probably what the truth of the matter is. All right, let's have a look at the Intuitive Whispers cards. These are some of my new cards. This is by Maud Hurst, this deck. So let's see what we think. That's way too many. I know I usually like to take it when you get a few, but, and they're still a bit new, so they're still a bit sticky. Oh, they get a bit sticky when they're brand new. Sorry about that. Okay. Right, what else? What would you like the collective to know? Oh, okay. Right, first card that's come out is Unraveling. Or is that just another way to say relax, de-stress, unravel? Because things you're wound up a little tightly there from whatever it is that's done it to you, it doesn't matter. You need to relax a little bit and unravel. Oh, and a message from the third eye. Ooh, what does this mean? A message from your third eye? Bit of spiritual input? Maybe we need to listen. Maybe we need to, and maybe all this relaxation and all that is about relaxing so you can tune in. Maybe that's what that is. The plot thickens, but let's see if we can work it out. All right, Inner Child by Amanda Lynn Ashland. Okay. All right, what would you like the collective to know? Ooh, damn. I'll tell you what, when they get chatty, they get chatty. All right. Okay. This says, pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. Yeah, so again, a little bit of time just for you might be nice. And look at those pretty flowers. Yeah, it's so pretty. Yeah, interesting. There's another person in there. So that could be the person that they're Skyping or chatting with. Get lost. No, I mean that in a nice way because that's what it says in the card. Fall deep into the realm of imagination. So again, I sort of see this as an opportunity to relax, bit of downtime, and see maybe the get lost and the realm of imagination. Maybe there's a message coming in. So again, as it said, message from third eye. Maybe there's a message coming in that we need to listen for. Excuse me. All right, a time to remember. Look back on your childhood. Was there something you really loved to do, or someone that you really liked, that you miss, that you want to talk to, someone you went to school with? Maybe your last school reunion, you caught up with them and thought, I don't know why we haven't caught up again since. I really liked that person at school. I really liked catching up with them. You know, life gets in the way. So maybe, maybe there's something, or maybe there's something that, this third eye message could be a new path for you. And it's, what did you love doing as a child? What was it? All right. It's time to celebrate. Cultivate an air of celebration today. Well, yeah. Look, there's already chocolate in the mix there. So, you're having a nice bath. So I'd call that a celebration. Getting a facial. I'd call that a celebration. All right. And you know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. All right. So you're getting that message. Pay heed, as they say. Pay heed to the message. All right. Because you know the way. All right. Smarty pants, you do know the way. You know which way to go and what you should be doing. So let's do it. All right. Let's have a look at the daily guidance from your angels and see what they would like you to know. What would you like the collective to know? Here we go. Let your past go. Interesting. Look back on your childhood. Okay. But if there was anything that was unpleasant or that hurt you, you could let that go. You could let that go. It says the burden of carrying your past around has made you weary, dear one. Yeah, hence the need for the bath with the Epsom salts. It's time to set this burden down, keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You do not want it or need it, and it's now gone. So, flick it to the curb. Right, here we go again, daydream. All right, so we're getting that, sorry about the reflection on the cards. We're getting that message again of let your imagination run wild a little bit, like what is it that you want to do? What is it that lights your fire? Or who is it that lights your fire that you miss, that you want to reconnect with? Yeah? All right, let's have a look at these. Soul coaching. These are newbies. Let's see what they would like the collective to know. What would you like the collective to know? What would you like the collective to know? Ooh. Here we go, we got one. Got a live one. Enthusiasm. And look at all those butterflies on there. New beginnings. And transformation. So you're changing, the unraveling as well. So you're no longer who you were, because unraveling is becoming something different. And yeah, sure, look back on your past and see how far you've come. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't stay there, but see how far you've come. And we're all guilty of that. Sometimes we can get caught in the past. It depends on what's happened, but that's what chocolate's for, isn't it? But all these beautiful butterflies in here. So that's a lot of change and a lot of beautiful change that, and I know it doesn't seem great at the time when it's happening, but as we grow and change, you can look back and be proud of yourself for how far you've come, okay? Because you did good. You did real good. My late dad used to say to me, you did good, kid. You did good. Anyway, and that was even for the smallest things. I miss him a lot. All right, let's see what Spellcasting Oracle card. See, it's okay to remember the good things. Spellcasting Oracle, what does that say? What would you like the collective to know? Okay, interesting message from third eye. Where that landed, let go of your past, family. So it's gone, let go of your past and family. Okay, so for me personally, this would be letting go of family in spirit, okay, because I've lost quite a few members of my family. So, but also if you've had any issues with other members of your family and you're not getting along, something like that, that's okay too, just let go and move forward. Let go with love, move forward. And as they say, take the lessons, move forward. Interesting where it landed on let go of your past and message from your third eye. Oh. You can't make this up. Grieving. Okay, so, and now grief doesn't necessarily mean physical loss. It just can be distance as well. Like when a relationship ends, when a friendship ends, when a job ends, whether you've been made redundant or, you just had to walk away because it wasn't great for you. Now, the interesting thing is see that beautiful big butterfly there at the top? So that's the change and the transformation that comes with it. And, I didn't like riding the grief train much, but you know what? It's really only one way and you've got to go through it. So that's the way it goes. But, we need to let go and we need to move forward. Okie doke, because I think that as we move forward, we do grow, and we grow enormously. We learn a lot about ourselves in grief as well. All right, let's see what the Archangel Oracle cards would like the collective to know. And it's okay to let stuff go too. It's all right to let it go. On the bottom of the deck, life review. Interesting. And what have we got? Oh, you are safe, Archangel Michael. Yeah. And see, he's always watching over us. And if ever you're frightened or you're worried about your property, just call in Archangel Michael. He's omnipresent. He can be everywhere for everyone all at once. Okay, so I'm protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. All right, so just call in Archangel Michael if you're worried and if you feel like you need protecting, because if you feel a bit vulnerable, okay? Right, let's go magical unicorns. Yes. What would you like the collective to know? Oh, there's always one that makes me go for a deep dive. I'll be back. Hang on. Ooh, ow. Right, here we are. Okay, you are gifted. All right, so this goes back to the imagination, the realm of imagination, and that little bit of self-care, and you know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey, okay? And look, the strangest things happen. So sometimes out of grief, you may change direction in your life, and out of it comes something really beautiful. And quite often, it can be a gift that you've had your whole life that you used to do when you were very young. And now you're doing it again and it makes you happy. And you can make a living out of it, which is awesome. You are very intelligent and talented. There you go. See? Because you are. You're amazing. All right, and we'll just go flowers, the language of the flower oracles. And let's see what they would like you to know. I've got so many decks. I wanted to bring them all down. I wanted to do about 15 decks for you, but anyway, because I like reading. Okay. Interesting. Right. The last card is respect. And in the words of Aretha Franklin, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Now that respect can be for yourself. It also can be a point that you have arrived at in your life now after all the difficulties that you've been through. That respect is well earned, definitely, from all you've been through. And it's respect from spirit as well. It's not just respect from those around you. But also you can command a bit of respect if you think that you've been disrespected in the past, which I'm sure you have. And if you're anything like me, when people knew you were vulnerable, they took advantage of you, which I find horrendous, that kind of behaviour. But there are people out there like that, so never mind. But here we are, you have respect. Just command respect. And we're moving forward, so we're letting go of the past, and we're changing, and maybe just pursuing some of those wonderful gifts. Because remember, this card, look how many butterflies there are there. Like, that's incredible, all that transformation. So you have come a long way, baby. I think, wasn't that an ad for Virginia Slims or something once upon a time? I think it was. Anyway, I don't condone any of that behaviour. However, I did like their caption. Now, moving forward is the way to go, but relax, have a little bit of you time, and move into it gradually, all right? And look after yourself, all right? I missed you guys. I love you guys. Look after yourselves, and I will get some new readings out in the next week or so for June for the individual star signs. Love you. Bye.